Hey y'all, CB here at NBS Welding. I'm showing you my buddy's dirt bike tank, and right here, the area that I'm showing you is an area where this leaked, and I fixed it 8 months ago. And he's gotten a hold of me. He said it's leaking again, and it turns out that now it's doing exactly the same thing on the opposite side. Don't know if you're going to be able to see anything in this image, but at the top of that bracket, that thing went to leaking gas on him. We're suspecting that the way it's mounted in the machine, it's moving too much in that dirt bike, and he's going to come up with some way to rubber mount it. But as for now, our task is to fix it. Now, when I had to find the leak in this thing before, I submerged it. I put some air in it and submerged it in a wheelbarrow full of water. But I'm so sure in this case that I knew where the leak was at that we're just checking this, verifying with soapy water and compressed air. Now, I talked about 8 months ago in the video, how dangerous this is welding on these gas tanks. Really bad things can happen welding on gas tanks, and I don't recommend that anybody ever does it. And it's almost never, it's almost never worth it. The first thing that you need to do in any occasion that there's a leaking tank is you need to get a price on what the tank costs to replace. My buddy told me this tank was worth $300, and of course, this situation now, his grandson's going to want to race this four-wheeler this weekend, and we don't have time to get another one. I am going to purge it with argon, or purge it out, and weld it up for him. So I've got this shield gas hose connected to an argon tank that I'm filling it up from the bottom. So I've got the top red hose there that you see. I've given it plenty of time to let the air out of the tank so that the tank is completely full of argon. It can't explode if it's completely filled with that inert gas. But just as a precaution too, like before I start welding, I'm going to take that cap off. If it does light, as a second precaution, it should just blow out of that hole and hopefully not be enough pressure to explode. But like I said, I don't recommend anybody weld on a gas tank, really a fuel tank of any type. This is extremely dangerous, and things can happen that you're unaware of, and I talked about that in the other video. I'd encourage you to watch the video from 8 months ago when I fixed this the first time. But what we're doing, we got the ARCCAPTAIN TIG200P, my favorite AC TIG machine. And we're going to weld this spot up for him. Tank is, I'm still blowing argon in it. I blew argon in it for quite some time. And one of the things that I'm doing on the welding, pretty much same as when I welded that other one, this weld's not going to be in the way on that four-wheeler. So I'm putting way more on there than it needs. The idea, the hope being that gives it a little bit of help there strength-wise. And I'd talked to my buddy was telling me that he's got some plans about doing some rubber mounts instead of this being mounted solid, and some other things he's going to do to try to help this so that this problem doesn't keep happening. Because obviously what's going on here is those brackets are breaking the tank. As this boy's racing this quad, he's putting the pedal to the metal. He's ripping through the woods. He's bouncing her off of trees, and it's a rough environment for this piece of aluminum. But right here, I'm putting a little air in it, and we're hitting it real good with the soapy water. Not seeing any bubbles. I'm completely sure that we've got the problem taken care of. You can kind of smear that soap around with your finger if you really want to double check, but we're good here. I can tell that we're good to go, and hopefully this won't continue to be a problem, and he can do some stuff to fix the problem. So we've got a little extra weld mounted up on the top of each of these mounting brackets now on this aluminum tank. He's going to get her put back on the quad with a little bit more of a shock absorbing mounting system of some sort. And I want to thank y'all for watching.